Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And yeah, we're going to talk about the MCU because everything's coming up, ladies.
Hey, you know what? I'm just going to take a moment to point out she looks like Shrek. I'm waiting for her to be like Donkey. You know, I'm just like,
oh my God, somebody's going to do that. Donkey, 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 donkey. Anyway, we're going to talk about a couple of things here. We're going to talk about the She-Hulk trailer, which is getting blasted all over the place. People are like, God, this looks terrible. Looks absolutely terrible. And it's a real shame because the John Byrne run on the She-Hulk comics, classic, back in the 80s. And it was, people were like, we don't understand why it's comedy. I'm like, well, they were funny, but they were comic books too. It just did. I don't think this is going to work in live action on so many levels, and it looks really hokey.
you know how unfun they made Hulk when he's like Professor Hulk?
Yeah.
That's what they're going to do with her.
Yeah, and she's going to have to, you know, put the men in their place.
Oh, they do, and they said in the trailer they make these stupid jokes like that.
Oh, God. Okay, so we're going to talk about She-Hulk. We're going to talk about Valkyrie and Jane Foster and how, you know, everybody's like, oh, yeah, they're probably going to hook up in the Thor movie. Again, everything's coming up. MCU, and then we're going to talk about this crazy ass rumor, which, you know what, if you told me this 3 or 4 years ago, I would have laughed at you, but I think it might be true, or they might even be considering it, of gender swapping some of the Fantastic Four.
They want to make it equal number.
To make an equal number. So we're not going to have three guys and a girl. We're going to have two ladies and 2 men.
No, they'll make it 3 women and a man.
3 women.
Because that'll make it even.
Oh my God. Yeah, well...
I told you it's gonna be Invisible Woman and Mrs. Fantastic.
Yeah, and they're gonna be married, of course. Of course. Anyway, we're gonna talk about this. We'll start with She-Hulk, but before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, over 267,000 subs, almost
Woohoo!
268. Yeah, there's a woohoo. We do talk a lot about pop culture, Marvel, the MCU. We gave a review of Doctor Strange 2 and said it was middling, and if this is basically the best they can do going forward, good luck with that.
Yep, have fun.
It's not going to get any better.
People were like, they were mad because we didn't think it was great, and then it dropped off a cliff, which tells you everything you need to know that maybe we weren't wrong.
I am so pissed about that. Let me talk about that because, okay, so Doctor Strange 2 had a massive second week drop off. And people kept telling us that it was untrue. They're like, no, it's the same as Spider-Man. Everything's good. It's all good here. And then all these mainstream media outlets start picking up on it. Mainstream media, like, hey, what's up with Marvel? Why is it broken? Why did Doctor Strange, with no competition, you know, and we're going into the summer movie season, why did it have such a steep drop off? I'm like, because people went to go see it.
Told their friends
it was dog shit, and then nobody else went to go see it. Or they're just like, hey, it's more Marvel. I see that every freaking week on Disney Plus.
Too. Or I just wait 45 days and it'll be on, Disney Plus. So,
yeah.
Or you can buy it on Vudu or something.
Yeah, and so there are a lot of things. But I'm sorry, if you're trying to get people, and we did another video talking about how Star Wars and Marvel are not going to keep people coming back to Disney Plus. I don't think She-Hulk is going to pack them in.
I'm going to tell you too, they were talking to the girl who's playing Ms. Marvel, and she's talking about how cheesy the show is because it's like a teenage show.
Oh my God.
About how teenagers are awkward and cheesy sometimes, and it definitely doubles down on that. And I mean, no, I really think she seems like a really sweet kid. So I don't, I'm not throwing any shade her way. I'm just saying that she was talking about how they definitely went for that. And I'm like, oh, I don't know how it's going to go.
I think they're going to play that angle up because it's cheap. That's like Moon Knight. How often did we actually see Moon Knight as Moon Knight?
Yeah.
Because the costume cost money. I think we had a total of maybe, throughout the entire, 6 episodes?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Maybe 15 minutes of those 6 hours or whatever it was, he was in costume.
It might have been longer than that, but yeah.
Not much longer. And I was kind of like, before they dropped the trailer, I'm like, yeah, she'll become She-Hulk at the very end, the very last episode.
Well, I don't think so. I think they have her throughout the show.
No, but they got to cut some corners.
But yeah, and it's obvious.
It does
not look as realistic as like Hulk and stuff like that had in the movies.
No, this is Forbes.
And remember, they're supposed to have as much money on the episodes of shows as they were in the movies.
Yeah, that's clearly not happening. This is Disney starting to feel the pinch too. So this is Paul Tassi from Forbes. After watching Disney Plus's She-Hulk trailer, there have been a few different kind of responses. Some were looking forward to She-Hulk get her own series.
Right, because she's really popular.
In the comics, yes. Others were decidedly more interested in being stepped on and carried by She-Hulk. Oh boy. But there was one common refrain. Is it just me or is that CG kind of bad?
It's bad.
It's not just you. Something is decidedly off in many of the scenes featuring the green form of She-Hulk, played by, Tatiana Maslany, doing some sort of mocap enhancement by computer effects. Kind of like...
Well, they did do mocap for sure. I know there's pictures of her in the suit.
It doesn't look like CGI. It looks like a Snapchat filter.
Yeah.
Or
it's
bad makeup. I mean, look, it's slightly better than Lou Ferrigno.
It looks like a video game.
It looks like a video game.
From 5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, look at this. Like, oh my God. There are even more bad shots where she looks like she's been pulled out of a bad video game
Okay,
cutscene.
I hadn't even read this, but that's what it looks like to me. If it's a bad video, it's like a video game.
Oh my God,
And
yes.
he made that.
Paul Tassi did that. There
That's
you go.
very nice. I agree with you, Paul.
God. So far, they had to use, of course, CGI for it. They couldn't just do makeup because she's 7 feet tall, and they're trying to do mocap or whatever. So far, that has created an effect in which many of these scenes feel planted in the uncanny valley. You can kind of see Maslany's performance come through. It doesn't look quite right, nor as good as Bruce's Hulk, because the money is not there. Is this a problem for She-Hulk as a show? Yes, I think it is, because you're trying to sell this character, and if she looks like shit, all people are going to do is look at it and be like, she looks like shit.
Well, I'm going to tell you, too, though. I think that when they have Hulk as the Hulk, he looks good. But when they have him as the, Professor Hulk type thing, that he looks stupid in the movies, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than that. But I thought he looked really weird there, too.
I think there's a suspension of disbelief when he's more monster than man.
Yeah.
But when he gets closer to becoming like a normal guy, it just happens to be green.
It doesn't translate as well, no.
Well, even Thanos.
But this is much worse, obviously.
Oh, God, yeah. But even Thanos, I'm like, I liked him better with the helmet on. Because he looks like a purple testicle.
He does.
Without the helmet. When he had the helmet on, he looked like comic book Thanos. Without the helmet, he just looks like, oh, I'm your dad, but I've got a purple testicle for a face. It's like a big buff California raisin.
Kinda.
With a testicle for a face.
You just want to keep pointing that out.
Because he had a testicle face. Did I mention he looks like a nutsack?
Yeah, I can't stop. I get it.
He gets a couple of hairs on his chin. He just plucks them out.
That sounds painful. Anyway, can we continue?
It is. When you pluck hairs out of your chin, it looks like a nutsack. Oh, my dear, sweet, naive Paul Tassi. We have 3 months until the show will be released on Disney Plus, so that leaves plenty of time for polishing. No.
They put this out as a trailer. I mean, they could have rushed it because they wanted it for the upfront. But
no, Paul, that's the budget for the show. I'm telling you right now, I would be shocked if they put any more money into it, especially given that these shows are declining. Like every Marvel show declines in viewership. They're not gonna spend an extra $50 million to make She-Hulk look good.
I'm hoping they do something to improve it a little bit because it does look pretty bad. It looks pretty bad.
Talking about Thanos, they figured out how to make Josh Brolin work there. Yes, because they had a budget. That's what this comes down to. These shows, for all this talk of we're going to put so much money. Now, that was before the pandemic and before Bob Chapek came in. We're going to put so much money in these shows. No, they're going to look like CW shows, but worse. Will Disney figure it out? Yeah, probably. No, I don't think they will. I doubt they would go to market with an unpolished She-Hulk.
They put it up for the upfront.
Have you seen Moon Knight? Moon Knight
looked better than that. Moon Knight looked way better than
Moon
that.
Knight looked like dog shit too.
Yeah,
like
but way better than that.
It looked better than that, but so we'll see. I mean, if they can pull the humor of the comic off, I
just can't get past your ass looks amazing in that dress, or your butt, or whatever they said looks amazing in that dress because you're She-Hulk now, and now your butt looks good. And then she's like making a comment about superheroes and they're all narcissists or orphans for some reason, or rich people, narcissists or orphans.
Yeah,
Thank God she's around with looking good, with her ass looking good in a dress.
Thank God for your ass.
Yeah.
Thank God for your ass. Thank God for your ass too.
Oh, thank you.
I'm very appreciative of it. Anyway, I just had to tell you. So, Love and Thunder, which looks like a really fun movie, doesn't it? These
Well,
two.
they only have the one picture out.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's just a.
the
But
thing I'm concerned about was I'm hearing that he's definitely going the comedic angle again. But
I'm sure
Chris
he is.
Pratt was making comments like, the Star-Lord that everybody else that does is completely different than the Star-Lord that Waititi wants.
Oh,
So
God,
that worries me.
No. They're going to go there.
I don't know, but that kind of worries me a little bit. But, and they're definitely going to go with the comedy, like Ragnarok. He said.
Not your daddy's Star-Lord. He wasn't your dad.
That's not nice because
not your daddy.
Star-Lord's daddy's a psychotic maniac, so that's not nice.
Anyway, yeah, so here's the thing. So this is the state of the MCU. Look at the Avengers. They've all been replaced. Or killed. Every one of them. Thor, replaced. I guarantee you they're going to replace Hulk with She-Hulk. That's the plan.
Oh, yeah, I think that is the plan.
You know? Well, speaking of She-Hulk, so let's this is a good segue. We're going to talk about this Fantastic Four rumor. And for a while, back in the 80s, She-Hulk was actually a member of the Fantastic Four. Mm-hmm. Because Thing had taken a powder. And they used to switch it up back then. They had, at one point, Spider-Man was part of the Fantastic Four, too. Which is why I was kind of excited that John Watts was going to do Fantastic Four, because I'm like, oh, maybe we'll get Spider-Man in the Fantastic Four. Nah, it's not going to happen. She-Hulk, yeah, maybe they're going to have her come into the Fantastic Four, because there's a rumor, not our rumor, that they're going to gender swap at least one member of the Fantastic Four.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
To make sure it's a 50-50 split.
Mm-hmm.
So the odds are currently on poor Johnny Storm, who got race swapped in the last movie. Michael B. Jordan played him, and now they're gonna possibly make him Joni Storm or something.
Joni Storm, yeah.
I don't know, but that's the. Can you imagine a female Thing?
They won't do the female thing because that'd be like, oh, we have to do it. Oh, unless they're going to do body positivity. I don't think they're going to do a female thing.
She is thick.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They're not going to. They'll do.
Two big boulders.
They'll do
little rocks in the ends for nipples.
Okay. I think they're going to go the Joni route because, athletic and fast and has fire powers. Let's just be honest, my powers are most likely be fire powers.
Well, I mean, the other option is a total bait and switch. Like, everybody wanted John Krasinski as Reed Richards. Awesome. Okay, well, we shredded him in Multiverse of Madness, and then we're going to have Rita Richards as the wife of Sue Storm.
Well, I was joking about it. That's the first thing I said. When I made a joke, I'm like, what is it? Invisible Woman and Mr. Fantastic or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Sue Storm, that's what it is.
Yeah. So we'll yeah. Would they do that? Yeah.
They totally would do it. Or to be more inclusive yet, there'll be two women and they'll have like one of the characters be male and one of the characters be a trans man to make sure they're more inclusive.
Oh my God. Ruby Rose is going to be Johnny Storm. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but this is a rumor that was put out there by Giant Freaking Robot. And I'm not a big...
Take it or leave it if it's Freaking Robot.
I'm not a huge fan of theirs, as they threw shade at Pirates and Princesses before, but they do have a good track record with sometimes some of these rumors. Do I think they would do it? Absolutely. They would.
I've zero doubt.
Absolutely do it. Do I think it's a smart business decision? Hell no. The Fantastic Four are one of the most iconic superhero teams of all time. They were the very first superhero team in Marvel. And to change them up like that would be a massive, massive fuck up. But you know what? That's what they're
going to do. Guaranteed.
Or they'll kill Johnny Storm off or Reed Richards off halfway through the movie and have She-Hulk come in.
They could do that too. They said they were going to replace one of them with that's the rumor, a gender swap. And that means obviously female because they're trying to make it even.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the thing.
Sue Storm's a dude now.
That could be.
Stu Storm.
They could go that way too. But no, I don't think they're going to do that. They said they're going to make it a female.
Stu Storm and Rita Richards. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap this up, right? I think we've talked. I have zero excitement about the MCU going forward. Yeah. I'm done. I'm out. I don't give a shit. I have to wonder if John Watts didn't know about it because they probably told him like, hey, we're gonna make Human Torch a woman. And
well, I think it could be partly because they gave him a Star Wars movie or something coming out, or a Star Wars show.
I would rather
that's gonna be like pre-teenagers. in an Amblin era 80s type film.
Who wants that?
Nobody. Everybody's making fun of it.
George Lucas had a treatment with a bunch of preteen Jedi, and they're like, no, George, we need adults. We're throwing this one in.
Now there's preteen kids that are living after the Empire falls.
Empire of the Sun.
I don't know. Nope. Don't care.
All right, we're going to wrap it up, right? Yep. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Now he's just tasty, delicious, rotten flesh meat, which I can consume. Don't read into it too much.
Just like our museum, the cafe's open and Brewster is eager to serve. I don't think this was in the show. Run. Oh, you got splatted. Oh, she was begging and you kicked her in the face.
I don't care.
Hey guys, Squid King here, and today we're in a...
Not girl boss at all. She is not a material girl.
She is not. Oh, it's Christmas time here in your mom. Nobody wants to join your mom.
What?
Like I can't even cook kid cuisine right. I would last about 2 minutes with Gordon Ramsay.
What? Where is he?
He's hiding. He's hiding from you.
He better.
Oh my God, you got the axe.
Walker, does this look like Steven Universe? Let me punch him. Well, I'm just here for the wax. Right where you belong.
Get in the dirt.
Well, that was a combination of events I probably shouldn't have put together. Anyways, let's open this bottle too.
Chica Pinata. Is that official?
Oh, no.
There's a bootleg.
Hello. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Tool.
Let's make a farm.
Like and subscribe and buy my merch.
I mean, while you're here, you guys should like really like and subscribe and buy our merch, all of which we have.
That is true. You can't run them carrying trash. You can get away with one F-bomb per PG-13 movie.
I wish I'd known that sooner.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap this effer up.
Yes.